No, you ain't probably that funny. What's up, y'all?
Nah, ain't nobody here yet. I just clicked the button,
We
homie.
live. You say we live.
You moving too fast. Now I'm cross-eyed. I need my Versace's.
Mm. Dang. I got some good stuff in my bag for you, though.
Appreciate it.
Interesting thing. And I just got the notification.
You supposed to have a mic in your hand, woman. Slip and be.
I asked for the lapel mic, but I also
Nah, you don't need no lapel mic. We got the wireless joint. No, I'm literally cross-eyed looking at this shit. I ain't playing. What up? Yo, that's my shit sound dry. Hey, yo, this gonna be me all night.
Why you say that?
Cause the spirit ain't moving me.
Well, you got tired that quick?
Nah, I ain't tired. I think them trees kicking in. You did. I don't know what that means. Sound like somebody knocking. Yeah, we live.
You good now?
No, because I still got a tag. But you could talk. Show word, homie. You running the show.
You ain't even gonna say the intro.
See, I told you.
Podcast.
Look.
Who are you tonight?
Who am I?
What's your name tonight?
Who am I? The girl's damn love. What you mean? On base.
I just wanted to double check. I need to see who I'm talking to.
Well, nobody's introduced themselves yet.
We don't have to talk podcast, y'all. Okay.
I usually have music playing. You don't even understand what a nigga going through right now.
We can't say words like that.
What words like what?
We can't say harsh and foul language.
What, like the N-word? I can't say the N-word.
At least for another 27 minutes.
All right, well, I'm going to let my homegirl Tracy sing to y'all. This shit going to be loud.
Most people say I'm winning. Fuck that haters talk and take them back to the beginning. Got my eyes on the prize. Most people say I'm winning. Fuck that haters talk and take them back to the beginning. Kept my eyes on the prize. My haters came to dozens. I shitted on some niggas, even stunning on some cousins. When it's money in the bitch, some need a superhero. That was my inspiration. All that motherfucking hate to me. The most of name wanted it's too late. I caught you flaming. I came up from all the pressure shit. It's really nothing late. Kept rotating like suspenders when they wanted me to stop. Also thousands, I counted thousands without a block. I had answers, so I for mountains. I bought a house, ain't no announcement, so my surroundings. I looked it up at my account and saw I was grounded. Good looking out from all this talent. The flow was callous, your fucking drought, nigga.
I put my pride, put in my time, and I almost died in the ghetto. But I changed, got out the game, oh no, I let that day in the ghetto. I put my pride, put in my time, and I almost died in the ghetto.
I just realized something too. Somebody was supposed to holler at me today and they did. We gotta do better, man. Cause I'm just sitting up here thinking like I texted the motherfucker yesterday. They told me they wasn't gonna forget. They forgot.
You forgot to know.
No, that. I'm saying I ain't forget though. It's like tag. I got you first, nigga. That's crazy though. Smiling in my face, dick riding ass nigga screaming, fuck that nigga bitch. Shit, I nutted in the mouth. Tell me how the fuck it tastes. Now you know why I never been the one to get the cage. Real nigga to the death with an S on my chest. I'm a smart nigga, you ain't never seen me being less.
I put my pride, put it my side. I almost died in the ghetto.
Get out the game, no. Yo, I'm almost done. I'm lying, but I like saying that shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm lying. Don't believe me. I'm sick. You really can't tell. Shit, I don't even know if I'm a quarter way through this shit. I know how long it take to do this, and I ain't gonna tell them that. I fucks with you though. Taking job applications, homie. Send your resumes to Real Rap Talk Podcast at gmail.com. I don't know why y'all think I'm playing. I pay in cash, homie. Nickels and dimes, so they can't trace the shit. Take that shit to the bank, goddammit. They do it every day. It was never about love. In the end, fucking friend, they did me dirty. I saw the signs, but I said it was too early. A stepping stone to the throne, all I really had. The brotherhood was the only good war man. So when I got them hoes, man, that's money. Fuck that. U.S. Mint. Take the niggas and dimes to the bank. They around here talking about it's a chain shortage, and you know they hooking you up. Going there with $5 a nigga, they gonna give you $10 in cash. See, I done upgraded you. More money, more problems, means more trouble. All this ghetto shit, I'm looking at the devil face. It got deeper than deep. I made him call me base. My little cousin was smoking, I ain't even see it. Fucking with some more. All right. This is why I need glasses. What up, family? And it was funny, I could tell Daddy J had a face for me. My protection was the answer to the my eyes. I walked around with these niggas like it didn't matter. My respect was just the urban of blood. And I could fight you motherfuckers never testing my blood. Had the whole. All right.
You always stop the song like in the middle. So
cause I'm look.
So you don't even fade it out. You just.
Oh yeah, but I'm done and I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go because I'm curious to see how we gonna pull this off tonight. We got so many things lined up and shit. So go ahead, DJ Incredible, K Anonymous, MC Bid Ace in the building. All 8 of us. Real Rap Talk Podcast, man.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing, man? When you say what you do, you done compiled a list of things.
They ain't ready for that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know we didn't get the chance to. Last week's episode was really wild. So while we had ended abruptly, so we didn't get to do some of the things that we wanted to do. So we're gonna pick some of that stuff back up tonight.
Can I apologize to everybody though?
Yeah.
Before you go off. So apparently, during the show last week, when we was talking about what happened in Raquel and the 3 young men that lost their lives, I was given some misinformation. I was being told that a 4th incident had happened while we was filming our live, so I shut it down. And turns out that was false information. I don't know if the brother just caught that 3rd body late when he was relaying that information to me, but I got y'all this week. Just hold tight. You definitely gonna be entertained tonight. Boy, his work. All right, you can have it. It's all yours.
It's okay, misinformation happens sometimes as long as you clear it up, you know what I'm saying? So we are, in light of Black History Month, we decided that we're gonna share Black History facts every show. Why shouldn't it just be 1 month? Let's get together, let's talk about it. So
talk about them shits.
Yes. So as I said, as we always say here, do your research. I went to a couple of sites, looked at a couple of books just to make sure that the facts that I was getting was straight.
Right.
Because I don't like giving out wrong information. So should I say this week? I can't say this week because we shoot 2 times a week, right? So I gotta say today, right?
Right.
So today's Black History facts is gonna be about how Black History Month came to be. So how long do you think it's been since Black History Month has actually been a month? Because remember, we talked about it was a week and then they stretched it out, right? So it used to just be a week.
That's a good damn question.
For how long? What year?
That is a good damn question, yo. I've never thought about that.
Really? All right.
I want to say 1981.
No,
it was
a little bit earlier. It was in the
trying.
70s.
I'm trying.
All right. So, Black History, it was originally called Negro History Week, which I'm so glad they decided to change that up. It was Negro History Week was created by historian Carter Woodson. I don't know if you know who that is.
Cypher Queen. Who is Carter Woodson?
No, he's a historian.
Okay.
So, a Black historian. So, and he actually came up with this in the 20s. And it cited you remember your girl who was before Rosa Parks? She said she had went and celebrated.
I know her last name began with a C.
Yeah. So she celebrated that week. And they saw how much of an impact it made. So they made it a month in 1976.
Okay.
So in 76, you was born. Who are you trying to get to come after me?
We don't do that on the Real Rat Talk podcast.
What? Be born?
Nah, you said I was born.
Yeah. What we don't do?
Tell our age.
I didn't say what year. I just said you was here. Anyway, so that was
I'm trying my best not to hit this button on you.
What button?
The dick.
Keep going. You in trouble. You ain't even gonna make you gonna be laughing, nigga, for an hour. That's gonna be the whole show. Watch.
That's so inappropriate. All right, so that's just a little known fact that it became Black History Month in the 70s and was originally a week.
All right. What else you got?
Oh, you gonna let me go? Oh God. All right, so you want to talk about this whole T.I. thing, T.I. and Tiny thing, real quick?
If you got it, bring it, because I don't know shit about it.
Really? So
I've been in the lab all day, man. I don't know nothing that's going on with the outside world.
all right, so I'm gonna say allegedly. A
Allegedly.
young woman came out and allegedly, or said that T.I. and Tiny allegedly drugged and raped her, and looking like that.
Because
Don't
you
look like
said
that.
the husband and the wife is accused of rape.
Yes, both of them. And hold on, let me go back. So it just came out like a day or so ago. And T.I. and Tiny responded, and they said that they're appalled. These
I
shocking
bet the fuck they are.
allegations, and the woman said that T.I. supposedly held like a gun to her head in front of children.
In front of whose children? Hers?
It don't say.
Oh.
It just says children. In front of children. So, and then I don't know. T.I. and Tiny said they had problems out of this woman for like the past 10 years. Like,
Oh, well, that's different. That sound like some disgruntled employee shit, but we don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
I don't know. All I know is T.I. said he would never be charged with a rape. He got lyrics that say this.
You know what's crazy? We live in a society where you know what? I'm not even going to touch that shit. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't even going to touch that. Like, I ain't even going to set myself up for that conversation, let alone the blowback.
Right. Well, T.I. said that T.I. went on Instagram to deny the allegations, and he said that, they were consensual adults, and whatever happened in his bedroom is what happened, and they didn't drug anybody. They never held anybody against their will. They didn't make anybody do anything. All parties, it was all consensual, whatever it was that they did. So
it's hard to keep my fucking mouth shut right now. Just want y'all to know that, man.
Why? I'm a T.I. fan. I just want to
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you gotta be
good. That's good thinking. Good. You was good on your feet that time.
Yeah, that was wrong. That's what was wrong. See, T.I. should have told Tiny. I'm tripping. It switched. Yeah. Real Rap Talk Podcast.
What are you doing?
Changing shit. I'm learning something. See, this is why I need somebody to come work for me, man. Look, I just learned something. So I'm used to turning the knob to make this shit do that. But
it don't make no motherfucking sense.
You hear what I'm talking about? You hear what I'm talking about? Look. Your boy ain't playing, man.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
God damn it.
My office.
They done let the wrong nigga have the button.
I mean, speak on it.
They done let the wrong nigga have a button.
I have a few words for you.
You did? This the part of the show.
I have a few words for you.
You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for this. Damn. Look, I never knew that. I done had this shit for like 4 years. I ain't never know you could do this shit.
You start bringing some real money in here like a real man, and then I'll think about giving it back to him. Until then, I don't want to hear shit.
You heard? So we don't get flagged for that unnecessary bullshit. Yo, look. It's hot and cold at the same goddamn time. I just need for y'all to understand that I'm hot and cold at the same damn time. I'm tired and I'm high at the same damn time. Okay? I'm
I'm running off of about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. But yet I show up to the job, man. You dig? I show up like clockwork. I know y'all don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck neither. So we gonna finish what we was trying to start last week, and the shit went left and right. What up, Mike? So I want to talk about fighting wars. Internal and external wars, mental, physical wars. You know, a lot of my people get tricked in the hood politics. And this shit prompted me to write damn near a whole fucking book, because as I started building with myself, I was like, yo, it's a lot of pitfalls and traps that regular cats don't know. They associate themselves with dudes that's doing it, but they're not actually doing it themselves, right? And what's funny to me, the language is a little bit different when we start talking about hood politics, all right? You got dudes who was out, front line out, not in some apartment complex out. Like, that don't even apply as projects or whatever dudes be talking about. So I don't know. I guess killers done upgraded. They done moved up a little bit. It may have changed in that regard. It's cool. It ain't to discount nobody griminess or none of that. The outcome is the only to survive the motherfucking streets, though. Like, for a dude that stays and never changes his outcome, meaning you stay in the hood your whole life. I never understood, what up, yo? I never understood that mind state. Like, you see people dying around you and you see people moving. You see people leaving. And it's like, maybe, and I'm just now this off the head right now, maybe that makes a motherfucker want to stay in the hood because now it ain't as crowded. You know, I ain't never think about that side of the game. You ain't really got a whole lot of competition if motherfuckers done moved out. You got the block all to yourself. Only problem is, who the fuck smoking crack now, nigga? You feel me? Niggas done moved on to bigger and better things, and you out here still trying to live your little dope boy dreams, nigga. Stop. Now, what they teach you in the real world, that's why people be at the job like, I'll smack fire out your ass in their minds, but they don't say that shit out loud. How can all this built up aggression be good for anybody? And why does unresolved issues lead to taking somebody's life? There are plenty of people that were spared the full trauma of the ghetto. Some people just witnessed what they didn't agree with, but was powerless to do anything but run or move away. Some people act like they don't smile. Some people act like they don't love, like they don't laugh. What's the benefit of killing another brother, being on the lookout for karma? Like, that lifestyle ain't fucking stressful. Like, yo, niggas be popping all of that shit, man, but I'm gonna tell you right now, for dudes who be doing shit, and you gotta be real with yourself, you be looking over your back. Any siren, nigga, you think they coming for you. Anybody you look at that's looking at you, you feel like they know what you just did. Who the hell want to live that life? And God forbid if you smoke trees. Nigga, you smoking trees for nothing because you're going to be paranoid. You're smoking more trees, try to calm that down and everything, yo.
That's paranoid.
I'm just saying, though.
That is finest.
This is the stuff that they don't tell you, man. Like, come on, man. I know for a fact, like, I did a whole damn song talking about an incident where me and my cousin fell up in the spot to make some money. We jump out the cab. Your man was like, yo, we can get it in right here. Go up in the little apartment spot, you know what I mean? Holla at the fiend. He let us rent out the crib. My man doing the running. I'm in the crib. I got somebody cooking. It's all love. All I got to do is sit there and collect my paper. It's a lot of traffic going on, right? And hell, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm rolling up. I'm smoking. You know what I mean? Smoking on that Jamaican. But now I'm high as fuck. I don't feel like working. I don't feel like I'm a hustler right now. I feel like I'm in a stranger's motherfucking crib and it's too much motherfucking traffic going on, right? Then my cousin fly up the motherfucking stairs talking about, yo, your man got a burner. Word. So we all follow this fiend round to the spot. And if you know anything about fiends, bro, you got to be looking out for other fiends. There's a gang of them niggas. We get to the motherfucking spot. We get to a different apartment building. And it's crazy because it's quiet. Long ass hallway. Felt like a trap. I'm feeling paranoid, but it ain't no turning back. But we go. Dude ain't saying nothing. My cousin, like, you can hear niggas breathing. You can damn near hear niggas heartbeat in the hallway. It's that fucking quiet. We walking down this long ass hallway. Just so happened this nigga apartment is all the way at the ass end. So I'm turning around looking at the door like, nigga, if something go down, we got a long ass run to get up out of here, and it ain't no left and right. It's straight. So if it pop off, nigga, it pop off. Boom. Get up in your man's spot. It's a woman in the kitchen. She washing dishes. Dude introduces, and I'm like, all right. She around the knives and the silverware. I gotta watch her ass. So boom. Your man kitchen table is like right here, and then you can see the living room, but then it goes around the corner. There's a wall. You can't see shit. So I'm looking at my peoples trying to get him the signal like, yo, this one right here, you got this coming around the corner, my nigga. If you go there, he ain't paying attention. Which didn't help. So I'm like, yo, all right. Your man taking a long ass time. Now your boy getting antsy. I'm like, yo, if this one over here is up to something, I'm going that way first. Nigga, if this nigga come around the corner blasting, he gonna shoot her first. This ain't no TV shit, nigga. This real shit. So I'm like, yo, boom. I want to say your man probably took like 5, almost 10 minutes, man. Then he finally come around the corner. He unveiled this shit. Voila. Lick over with. Get back out to the block. Got to get to the payphone, call the cab. How come every car that's riding by is the motherfucking cops? Damn, this nigga rhyming. Do you feel that? I'm rhyming and I ain't even trying to, but on some real shit, yo. Every car that's riding past is the motherfucking police. Like they knew I had the crap. Like they knew that I was strapped. Went to the payphone and called another cab. This lick was too much, had to get some more weed. Testing the blood of a G like me. Cause real niggas do real things. I ain't fronting for nothing. Tell a story like a motherfucking movie. Cause nigga, I was high. That weed didn't help. Cause I saw the truth for my goddamn self. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get it cracking. So to all you mental killers waiting for your chance to earn your invisible stripes, you look stupid. Let's break this shit down from the top to the bottom so we can gain understanding though. When it comes to money on this planet, nobody else matters but the super rich. The super rich have enough influence to change a culture, perform genocide, and lay the groundwork for generations to come, be it evil or self-preservation, wars, etc. Think about that for a minute. So when niggas is feeling like they pockets is fat and they throwing money all up in the club, nigga, that shit corny as hell to me, because check it out, right? There's a nigga with a bigger bag that own all this shit. You feel me? I got respect for that nigga. So when you, well, I don't know if they doing club shit during this pandemic, but Feel me though? There's no need to feel nothing about none of that shit, man. It's all for show. So for you dudes who put that unnecessary strain on yourself because you feel like you gotta have what the next man had, yo, that shit fucking corny to me, man. I ain't never want to be like nobody else. Nigga, like, why the fuck would you do that? The nigga that sticks out is the nigga that's original. The nigga that sticks out is the nigga that's different. And you want to think about that shit, right? The nerds run the planet. The nerds run all this shit now. Same motherfuckers that was in your class that you thought was corny. He's your motherfucking boss now, dog. You feel me? Think about that shit. Think about how perception changes and shit. Yeah, you was the shit in school. You ain't the shit now. That nigga the shit. The nigga that stayed in them books, he the shit. That nigga that got them stocks and bonds and trading and all that shit, that nigga the shit. And he getting better looking bitches than you. Yeah, he can afford the model. He can afford the Russians. He can afford exotic. He can go everywhere. Nigga probably got his own jet. He doing it big, right? But let's go back to that moment when you was in school when you was the shit. And that nigga was corny. You ain't like the way the nigga dressed. That nigga still dressed like that and he bagging more chicks than you, dog. Got more money than you. I chose to make those motherfuckers my friends. All I need is a little bit of information. I ain't greedy. Put a little salt and pepper on this shit for your boy. It's all about perception, all right? So, Dave. Then you had the people in the middle that act like because their ass is in the middle, they portray a lifestyle like they don't suffer, like the poor do, because they have more money, more access to better resources than you do. Let me tell you how dirty this game is. Being the person that looked on the inside of all three playing fields, I found we all had a few things in common. We all live a motherfucking lie. Some live a beautiful lie. Some of us live an ugly lie. But we all live a lie nonetheless. I'm going to elaborate on that. You ever wonder why rich people die from the same diseases as a poor person? You don't think being rich, no matter the color, that they don't suffer like the poor people do? The art of illusion, the mind fucking is the only game being played. And you can look at this pandemic shit as a prime example. 1 minute you believe in that shit. 1 minute you don't. 1 minute your man's got it. 1 minute he don't. 1 minute this nigga over here at the job, they say he got it. 1 minute he don't. It's all about the mind fuck, my man. You know what I'm talking about? From the preachers at the church to the leaders of our country, everybody's out to get something or get somewhere. Then you have some people that spend their whole life chasing the dream that don't even exist. On a humanity level, we all should be working to preserve all species of life, right? That's God-like. I ain't preaching. I'm just telling you some shit you need to be thinking about. But who the fuck are we to intervene with God's creation, dog? Like, feel that. Motherfuckers want to claim they spiritual, then they not. Motherfuckers want to believe in God, then they don't. But at the end of the day, who the fuck are we to fuck with the shit that's here? You know what I mean? Peace. Who are we to fuck with this shit? Think about what they motherfuckers is setting the whole forest of shit on fire. Niggas is fucking with the water. Niggas is fucking with the minerals and everything, man, right? Right, the food, all that shit. Your man Bill Jeezy, I ain't gonna say his name, out here buying up an ass of farmland, and y'all better wake up and research. Matter of fact, there's some other things, but I'm gonna have to save it for money because I don't want to give y'all the wrong facts, but I found out some more shit. We'll talk about that, though. Who the fuck are we when at the end of the day, We're all gonna fucking die, man. Like, feel me on this.
Oh my God.
We all gonna fucking die. Feel that. We all gonna die, yo. Ain't no way around that shit. So this is where the beautiful lie and the ugly lie shit come from. You got to pick and choose, man. Your story. How you want your story told if something happened to you? You want that motherfucker that don't like you to tell your story? Oh, that story gonna be fucked up. They gonna do you dirty. Or do you want somebody that really give a fuck about you and love you and genuinely enjoy your time and your presence on this planet, man? You dig? I don't want that other motherfucker telling my story, man, because, yo, I done had motherfuckers tell stories while I'm alive. It took me out the story and put themselves in it. So that's some ill shit right there. The motherfucker telling me the story, and I'm like, hold up, that sound like some shit that I did. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a tricky game out here, man. Took me out the story and put themselves in it and forgot, nigga, I'm the nigga that you talking about. Word is bar, yo. So who the fuck are we to tell somebody in the free world that you shouldn't exist? Like, that's some ill shit. Like, don't be here no more, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck who the fuck co-signs that logic? You know what I mean? My thing is, we're going to accept killing in wars, bombing other countries, killing innocent people, man, woman, and child. Why the fuck do we need laws and structure here if it's okay to go fuck up somebody else's shit like that? I always thought that was odd. You you say we go and we bomb shit. We got soldiers who do dirt and they put in work, right? But then we're here, right? They're protecting our freedoms. That's the shit they throw out at them, motherfucker. Nigga, this ain't about no motherfucker freedom. I don't think we fought a war to protect our freedoms since them motherfuckers was standing in front of muskets and shit.
Oh, shit.
That's how long ago it's been since a motherfucker was actually fighting for some motherfucking freedom. We ain't there no more. All these other wars and some other shit. You feel me? Ain't nobody fighting for no motherfucking freedom unless you mean in these other countries. So you playing big brother to little brother in these other countries and you protecting them. Still, if innocent people get hurt, how is that okay? But then a nigga over here could get locked up for some shit he ain't do and don't get no clemency, don't really get his day in court, don't really get good representation, and yet he gotta suffer because another motherfucker said so. Shit crazy, man. Why do we need rules when we live in a world where rules get broken every day of our existence? We are taught that when we see a threat, we must exterminate the threat. Raping, stealing, and murder is not the culture of black folks. I'm gonna say this one more time. Raping, stealing, and murder is not the culture of black folks. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. That shit was taught to you by your enemy. The mind fucking that is, I don't want you to kill me, so we put these laws in place for their own self-preservation. This is why when we scream justice, it always falls on deaf ears. And I was building with somebody about that. None of these laws was put in place to protect black people. This ain't about race. These are facts. So we're trying to fight somebody else who made the rules with their own words. Sometimes it worked, but a lot of times ain't nobody giving a fuck about your rights, your privileges, justice, or whatever it is you want to call it, man. Like, you gotta, like, when you dealing with courts, you gotta understand a couple of things. Either you're gonna be the most entertaining person in the courtroom, or you're gonna have to be just as smart. I don't care if it's a traffic ticket. You need to know your jewels. You need to know exactly what you're dealing with. And a lot of times we just show the fuck up. They tell us, they read some shit, and that makes it easy because we ain't even putting up a fight in that. And a lot of people do that shit. You might want to argue with the judge. He don't give a fuck about your argument. That's going to make that motherfucker want you to pay that goddamn firm. But what's wrong with learning laws? You ain't necessarily got to be a lawyer to learn some shit. But I mean, if it's a big ass book full of laws, why we don't know them? Matter of fact, most of the problems that we have is breaking the laws we don't even know about. Why you gotta pay somebody to get that information though if it's public information? I never understood that shit. This is public information. Like, you could think of the same way you Google some shit, you could go somewhere and find out what the law is. And you might even have some fun because Shorty said some shit about if you take your wife to the courthouse on Sunday at 12 o'clock, what you say?
I ain't say
You could beat her ass and not go to jail.
Yeah.
It got to be a quarter moon or some shit. Don't quote me on this. Look it up for yourself. I don't want you to go to jail.
Crazy.
But feel that though. That's a crazy ass law in itself. There's an actual law in this state
About to make me look it up.
that says you can take your wife to the courthouse on Sunday after 12 o'clock or some shit and beat her ass. And it's okay. Damn. That's ill, y'all. All right. So, you don't have to accept this imaginary bullshit way of life. I see people pleading with the inner good of mankind all the time, myself included. We were not the only slaves. We were not the only disenfranchised. We were not the only poor people. Though through very calculated manipulation, we have been put in this position by the majority. Now, we were the ones that was on top, okay? When the shit went left, how I felt, because I learn more history every day. Black Italians, man. I think they called the E. It was something that begins with an E. I'm getting there. But there were Black Italians. It was black people in Italy. Would never thought that shit, right? But it's all about perception. If a motherfucker paints a picture of hate and evil, and they don't, and it stares you from going in that direction or peeking behind that door, being nosy, or just fucking finding out factual shit, right? You'll never know. You'll continuously go through life not knowing the motherfucking truth. And who benefits from that? Who benefits if we don't vote? Who benefits if we don't say shit? You know what I mean? The motherfucker that keep his mouth quiet. Now, we have this. Everybody and their mama talking. Don't nobody shut the fuck up no more. That's why it's perfect for me. Everybody talking. But is you doing your homework? Is you doing your math? Is you doing the research? Are you finishing the motherfucking plate? There's a lot of meat left on that bone, man. And with this quarantine pandemic shit, with you not being able to maneuver, it's funny. You should be learning. Should be learning mad shit, y'all. All kind of questions. Like, you could just think of some old crazy shit and Google it. Google gonna talk to you.
And a lot of times you ain't the only one that somebody
Exactly.
Google will be like, "Is this what you're looking for?"
Mm-hmm.
And if it feels that
Well, you might have spelled some shit wrong.
Right. If you right.
Yeah, it'll correct your ass. Nigga, did you mean this with your dumb ass? Yeah, Google will help your ass out. Google
Right.
be on one.
Right.
So, peep game. Our sole purpose in life is not to be the bearers of pain and destruction. The mind fuck is so real to some that we kill each other every day. I know plenty of dudes that don't want to have to ever pull that trigger, but they own guns. I had to walk my homeboy up out my crib one day at gunpoint because he was on some disrespectful suck ass shit, and I wasn't having that. And I'm gonna be honest, part of me wanted to pull that trigger in that moment, but I had enough control not to take my family through that trauma and whatever bullshit would have came with that. Now, I ain't had no malice in my heart for that brother. I had love for that brother, all right? But he did something that kind of broke our code. And my family is in the crib. Matter of fact, Earthy and Hussey was up. And they had to watch that shit. And this is a nigga that I call my brother. This is a nigga that I call my friend. Why is he walking him up out the crib at gunpoint? Because niggas crossed that line, man. Like, when you grow up with somebody and y'all done been to war together, y'all done banged out together. So those stories are between y'all two. That ain't for the whole neighborhood to know. We weren't putting on for that nigga. Like I said, we were surviving, right? So for me to have to do that to that guy, it hurt me. But then there's a side of me that was just like, yo, blow this nigga motherfucking head off. And some people listen to that other voice. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about that shit. And I never understood this about dudes that spur the moment shit. If it ain't a method of survival, you want some bullshit. Because had I done that, it would have been a whole lot of problems that I didn't need. It would have been money that I ain't need to spend. Like, niggas don't take this shit into account when they get into their feelings, man. And I spoke on this. Dudes react like you need to think first and feel second. Because if your ass do some dumb shit, you get in the fucking bing, you're going to have plenty of time to think if your ass survive or go to fucking jail. That's all the fuck you going to be doing is thinking until you actually get jailbroken. Now, who the fuck wants to be jailbroken? Who the fuck wants to let your freedoms go to be somewhere to where a motherfucker got to tell you when to get up, when to go to bed? You're a grown ass man. When to eat, what to do, what not to do, like you're a fucking child all over again. And all because you couldn't control your temper, all because you ain't want to listen to the other side, that other angel on your shoulder that told you, nah, B, it ain't that serious. And you need to learn conflict resolution. Talk it out. Talk it out. Like on some real shit. We get mad, we get heated, we be all up in each other's face, all that bullshit. But talk it out. Talk it out. Because I talked to that brother a week after that shit happened. And these are the exact words that I told him. I don't know if we can ever go back to where we was. Because I know where I was at in my head. And he found out the hard way. As far as having that bond of closeness, I don't think it'll be like that. Because if I ever be around you like we, you know what I mean? I'm always be looking at you like, nigga, that night is a permanent motherfucking stain in our relationship, dog. So I got to look at you like, nigga, one day you might trip. You feel me? I can't have that. I can't be no old ass nigga in the nursing home, nigga. You trying to motherfucking shank me and shit for some shit that happened 30, 40 years ago. You feel me? I ain't doing that. I'd rather just let the whole motherfucking relationship go, man, and enjoy the motherfucking time that I had with you, dog.
What's their name in life?
Who? Clyde, yeah. Real life shit, yo. Right. In my life, there has been plenty of times I made my family leave the crib because somebody was talking reckless, and I thought this was gonna be the day I had to peel a nigga muffin, cat back blue out this motherfucker, man. I actually felt that shit. You dig? We are all responsible, whether you know them or not. If you did nothing to create a better world for all, then you a sucker. If you're a man and you run from your responsibilities, you a sucker. If you're a man that contributed knowingly to the demise of pain and suffering of another person, you a sucker, nigga. I hear cries of loyalty being extinct. And I think it's because people don't know what to be loyal to anymore. Think about that shit. The same shit that we was probably popping before this pandemic. Ain't nobody talking about that shit no more. We learning on the job now. Every day is a different motherfucking, we on the fly shit. We learning as we go. This shit opened up, we gotta learn that. Like, look at how they redirecting how we do things, man. Movies probably ain't gonna open back up because y'all fire sticking like a motherfucker. You watch movies on the internet, you watch movies with the free TV and all of that shit. Things are changing, but peep game. The realization of all the lies and all the bullshit we have to deal with every day has put us all in a box. Your young kid smoking weed at 11 and 12. What kind of stress does a 11-year-old and a 12-year-old have that they got to smoke weed? You feel me? Like, think about that shit for a minute. I know motherfuckers who smoke when they get off work because they done did everything. They done took care of the kids. They done took motherfuckers to school. They done went to work. Done dealt with the people at work. The motherfuckers, just like people deserve to have a beer after work, motherfuckers deserve to roll up and smoke one. What the fuck kind of stress does 11 and 12-year-old have to be smoking motherfucking trees, though, yo? That shit crazy. I want to talk about when the hood met the suburbs and how that changed the game. A lot of people can relate to this because this is the bad boy, good girl story, right? Dudes would have girls from around their neighborhoods, all right? But the girls from around the neighborhoods didn't know the nicer things, the nicer places to go, nice restaurants, because we were all brought up in the mud. So we knew the hood shit that we knew. Not knowing the next town over is the suburbs, the houses are nicer, the streets are clean, the women, they dress, they hair done, all that shit, right? Then all of a sudden, a street nigga got him one of them females. And it changed the game because he brought her back around. Think about this shit. This might be somebody in your family that you know that went through this shit. When he brought her around, it created that vision. This is how we got on this shit that we on now. It created that vision. Yo, I want something put together like that. You feel me? Well, he got it. What I got to do to get that? This nigga riding in the Jaguar. He came up from out the hood. So that tell us we got to get a Jaguar to get a bad piece like that. So what we do whatever we got to do to get the Jaguar in a bad piece like that. Then it starts becoming a trend. So now we infiltrating the suburbs. The suburbs didn't want us here because they daddy probably came from the hood and moved to somewhere else because he wanted something better for his kids and his family, right? So they don't want us there. But his daughter's in love. She in love. She gonna do whatever she gotta do to see Raheem, nigga. She sneaking out and shit, and like, God forbid if she get pregnant by Raheem, daddy gonna be heated, mama gonna be heated, but a baby is born. Now we got little Raheem. You know what I'm talking about? We got little Raheem. Lil Raheem gets the best of both worlds because his mama got class. She knows some things. She's seen some things. So when Big Raheem is starting to feel the pressure of the streets and the walls closing in on him, Big Raheem got to figure out what's my next move. Can I start a business? What can I do? And Big Raheem don't know how to do that. All Big Raheem know how to do is hustle. Lil Raheem is watching this. So his good girl shows him how to take some of that money if she ain't greedy her goddamn self. And she's still in love with Big Raheem. She shows him how to invest your money in this and let's start a family business. Okay. Depending on how long little Raheem been on the streets or growing up seeing what he saw, he may not go back. But let's say he does. Little Raheem done seen what Big Raheem did. So now little Raheem want to go back to the hood. But his mama just took Big Raheem out the hood, just like the daddy and the mama. Pay attention. Little Raheem goes back to the hood. Little Raheem trying to be a baller. Little Raheem trying to be the man. But guess what? The hood don't want Lil Raheem. They want Lil Raheem to take his motherfucking ass home. But Lil Raheem is a fighter. He ain't, nigga, you ain't gonna shut me out of this. I want this. Why you want to be here, nigga, when you don't have to be here, Lil Raheem? Lil Raheem ain't hearing that shit, man. Lil Raheem is tired of people shutting him out when he wants to get in, which makes no sense, but I get it. He wants to get in. He wants to be accepted. Now, the same people that look like him, the same people that he want to be around, don't want him there. And that hurt Lil Raheem feelings. Lil Raheem get a gun. By any means necessary, Lil Raheem want to make a name for himself. Lil Raheem smoking trees. Lil Raheem selling this little ride. He get to go back and forth to both worlds. Now Lil Raheem starting to look like a lick. Because Lil Raheem got a nice ass ride. I don't think he got it out the mud, but nonetheless, he flossing. He flossing around wolves, though. He flossing around niggas who would rather be Little Raheem and make better decisions, but Lil Raheem don't seem to understand this shit. He keep trying to come back to where, nigga, we trying to get the fuck up out of here, nigga. You is not helping, all right? You trying to break into this shit, nigga, and we trying to get out of this shit. I know this story sound familiar because y'all know a lot of Little Raheems. And at some point in time, doing all of this hustling shit, doing all of this rap music shit, motherfuckers start letting Lil Raheem in all over the world. And when they let these little Raheems in, it was hard to tell who was a real nigga and who was a Lil Raheem. Think about that for a minute. A lot of y'all done slept with Lil Raheem, your goofy ass. It did. Y'all done slept with some Lil Raheems. Want to be somebody ass niggas, right? And at the end of the day, what was it all for? Feel me? What was it all for? What was it all to prove for Lil Raheem? We know some Lil Raheems that didn't make it. We know some Lil Raheems that's doing fair time. We know some Lil Raheems that just didn't want to fucking listen. Okay. Well, that created a different culture because now you got these people who want to pretend to be real niggas, who want to pretend to be thugs, who want to pretend to be street niggas and all of this shit, right? So that creates another culture that we had to deal with, right? But now people are starting to look at the shit like, yo, we got to start killing niggas. This can't just be for show anymore. That's played out. So now Lil Raheem has evolved. Lil Raheem is older now. He got his own son. There's nobody to check Lil Raheem on his character. His daddy old, his mama old. They got their own business. Daddy done changed his whole life around here, businessman. He done figured it out. He's doing things. Lil Raheem is just Lil Raheem. They had to cut the nigga off. And, you know, I love my grandbaby, so Lil Raheem done got a baby. Lil Raheem bringing the baby around. His daddy see a resemblance of himself. Now, Little Raheem comes with his baggage, though. And you look at the child. And you want to save that child because you know how Lil Raheem is. Now we got to make a decision. Do I be a good grandfather to Lil Raheem Jr.? How do I still deal with Little Raheem and his bullshit when I just want to see my grandchild? I just want to give my grandchild the chance that Little Raheem took and went left with. I want to change the culture. I want to change how this direction is going for this family because we have a boy. That's an heir to the throne right there. Lil Raheem still wilding. He got different women. He got kids by different women. This changes the narrative, man. You got a bunch of Little Raheem Juniors and Juniorettes.
Not Junior, right?
Juniorettes, you know what I mean?
Ugh.
So, boom. Lil Raheem, I'm trying to see what I want to happen to Lil Raheem. Do I want him to die, or do I want Lil Raheem to go to jail? I'm gonna let y'all tell me how I finish this. Does Little Raheem die, or does Little Raheem go to jail, or do he end up on drugs? Pick one. Pick one. Give me one. Nah. I'm gonna finish the story, but you got to give me a scenario for Lil Raheem.
That's it. That's all we.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Okay, this is an easy one. So Lil Raheem ends up getting high on his own supply.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Lil Raheem, the man, started getting high on his own supply, which means eventually Lil Raheem gonna start falling off. So this nigga went from being out the hood, seeing things in the hood, breaking his neck to get back into the hood, and he became a part of the hood. He fought for acceptance. Jail, you said jail, cuzzo, it's coming. Because crackheads go to jail all the time. It's gonna be a combination drug.
Yeah, crackhead down here.
Oh, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. So
Dang.
your man went, done had a seed. He was the man for a little bit. He had a buzz, but then this nigga started tooting. Once the nigga started tooting, the nigga got a habit now. Stress. He need other things to calm him down. So nigga start getting high on his own supply. Now Lil Raheem is a fucking crackhead. Lil Raheem got pretty babies all over the ghetto, all over. He got babies everywhere. Boom. The grandparents step in. They're risking things for their grandchildren. All on the strength of what Lil Raheem has done, though. They gotta love their grandchildren. They gotta figure out a way to deal with ratchet ass Keisha and Taisha and then the one that they like, and then all of that shit, right? They gotta go through all of this shit. And it's funny how this story happens to a lot of motherfucking people, man. This story repeats its motherfucking self over and over and over and over and over and over. And I find it odd that even though we be knowing the motherfucking outcome, we still keep getting these Lil Raheems. Even now. The street shit is street shit, right? And I look at it like it's all about where you live at in your environment. You know what I mean? What you growing up in. As a child, you really don't have that much of a choice to where you live at because you're being taken care of by grown-ups if you're not looking out for yourself. So I don't fault them for that. Some people in your neighborhood will look after you like your auntie or your play aunt or your play cousin. Their mom might look you out and show you love. But no matter how we try to give affection and genuinely care about somebody, it seems to always backfire on us later on down the line. Because I know some stories of people outside that ain't even your real blood, but they treat you like blood, and then you turn on them people Do you know what kind of fucked up ass nigga you got to do that shit to somebody who basically helped you survive what would have swallowed your ass whole because your situation was already fucked up before you got here? Do you know what kind of dirty ass nigga you got to be to do that shit to somebody that gave a fuck about you when didn't nobody give a fuck about you? And I know grimy niggas, wall to wall. Please believe me, they ain't all in jail. These niggas still out here doing grimy shit. When they get locked up, they get out, they back to doing grimy shit. Stay out the nigga way. It's all on some real shit. Nigga, what you got going on, nigga? Ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing. You take that shit over there, cuz. Go over there, go on about your way. Help them niggas move along. We getting paper over here, dog. We ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? But it's little Raheems everywhere. Everybody know a little Raheem, a little hard-head ass motherfucker that don't want to listen. So my question to y'all, what we gonna do with these little Raheems? Because that's the niggas that's out here shooting our babies. Little wannabe ass niggas, little one be hard. And it tripped me out when I be seeing white boys doing this shit, y'all. And just understand, the first time I heard somebody white playing rap music blew my fucking mind. It was many moons ago. But I said we have arrived because they're listening to the motherfucker, knocking that shit. Trunk rattling like a motherfucker. I don't even remember, but I clapped. I did. I clapped like a motherfucker. I said, we have arrived. We have their children. Now, since I brought that up, rap music took white kids hostage. It did. They were little Raheems for our culture. And I asked my homeboy the other day, well, a couple of months back, I was like, yo, what happened to all the cool ass white boys that wanted to get into hip hop? My man was like, I'm still here. See, understand that. I was at a gas station one day playing some motherfucking Run DMC. Some dude that probably would have never talked to me on any other day decided to have a conversation with me about music. That's how powerful this shit is. These kids making money today, I'm all for you getting your paper, but at what price? You out here selling your ass for it. You out here living this fake life for it. That part I don't get. I never understood that. To me, it's different. It's the same, but then it's different from watching a movie where people act. I hate when they try to take that reference in entertainment and say it's the same thing, because to me, it's not. Scarface influenced a lot of people. Boys in the Hood influenced a lot of people. Menace to Society influenced a lot of people. Why would you put that shit on music, though? That, to me, that's just like snitching.
TV did influence a lot of people.
If you gonna put that shit on music, that's just like snitching. I'm gonna let you figure that shit out. To me, that's just like snitching. How you gonna claim, yeah, nigga, and then, no, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You out here lying to motherfuckers, yo. Lying, pretending to be something that you're not, pretending to be Lil Raheem. We tired of you little Raheems. I'm like, if you're gonna be a street dude, then be a street dude, nigga. But don't pretend to be a street dude. That shit is so fucking lame, man. There are other lanes in the world for you. And especially if you got a story similar to Little Raheem, because he ain't even have to be in that situation. I still don't understand why we got Lil Raheems. I know the ghetto will suck your ass in, but she will also spit your ass out. And you will not be the same, man. And they're wolves, niggas who gotta eat. A nigga might be a cool ass nigga, but I got robbed somebody, nigga, because the likes need to be paid. Niggas ain't talking that real shit. You ain't talking no real motherfucking survival, nigga. Nigga, today I gotta go out here and rob somebody because we ain't got no food in the fridge. Fuck is we talking about? There is no decision to make in that situation. There is no right or wrong in that situation. And then you niggas want to get on wax and start popping that bullshit. For what? Why would you want to be poor? Why would you want to come from a motherfucking struggle like that? I don't understand that logic. Nigga, I'd rather talk about trigonometry, nigga, geometry, and earthly things, worldly things. They sit up here and talk about the motherfucking hood all the time. But because I'm out, I can't leave completely because I have to extend my olive branch. And I do this with my platform. I don't do this shit because I ain't got nothing else to do, nigga. You see me over here. I'm supposed to be doing other shit, but I take the time out to drop jewels. This is what you want the OGs to do. This is that give back shit. I can't give you no money, nigga. I can't give you $5. I can't give you $2. Can't help you get a bottle. I can't help you buy cigarettes. Can't put no rims on your car, but I can give you these $1 million jewels, though. And you can take it however you want it, do what you want with it. I mean, the shit is immortalized till Facebook shut us down.
I mean, knowledge helps you get the bag. Anyway.
Exactly. Like, people be popping that, yo, if you could go back as you, what would you do? And I'm like, there's no need, because everything that I've been through made me a solid nigga. Just as a man, period. Just as a man. I ain't trading that for nothing, because I know some sucker ass niggas that do hoe ass shit. I'm not feeling that. Look, man. I done had plenty doors open up for me, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that song and dance master. I don't get down like that, cuz. Plenty of opportunities that probably would have set me up till I ride it on this motherfucker. That ain't how I want to go out. Self-made. Please believe that. All the homies will tell you, I do shit my way, man. I don't see it no other way, though. You feel me? I don't see it no other way. Here, we live in a time where we can be whatever we want to be. And I don't understand why Lil Raheem is an option. I don't understand why portraying something that you're not is an option. Why? When you could be so much greater, you can advance your family. Dudes out here got kids and they dying, B. They babies, right? They babies, they damn self. Out here trying to play grown man games. Ain't even got no knowledge of self. None. Hey, look, man, if y'all don't understand how bananas that is to a nigga like me, dog, no knowledge of self whatsoever. And a lot of the 5% brothers, I'm going to be honest. For me, a lot of the knowledge that they was trying to give me as a teenager hit me later on in life without nothing being said. I had an epiphany on 1 through 9. It just hit me out the clear blue. Green got greener, blue got bluer, white got whiter. Because the math was right there in my face the whole fucking time. And I look, it's probably going to be different for everybody, or different people cut their head off the body going through facts. Look, look, go study 1 through 9, man. Look, it helps you, because everything we dealing with is math and science. But at least get that. Get you 1 through 9. And if you use it right, a lot of this shit makes sense. I don't even think you understand. Like, the order of operations of 1 through 9 is so motherfucking magnificent, dog. And they've been using this shit on us, using our own motherfucking techniques on us this whole time. You wonder how the fuck a motherfucking advanced civilization and how the fuck we get so far behind. Because they took the motherfucking knowledge that we had and flipped that shit on us. And if you know motherfuckers like that, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But now you ain't got no excuse. Get your motherfucking knowledge back. Your whole existence should be about getting your knowledge back. You ain't got time to be beefing with a motherfucker if you read. You feel me? You ain't got time to be beefing with a motherfucker if you knee deep into this motherfucking book of knowledge, nigga. Niggas that get in the shit got too much, even me. If I got too much time on my hands, I'm gonna get in some motherfucking trouble. You dig? That's just how I go. What they say about an idle mind, it's a dangerous thing.
I'm sure.
Motherfuckers don't know to do with all that free time, man. Take that free time. Get you some knowledge. Learn something. Exactly. Definitely analyze your bullshit. People always talk about their flaws, and I'm like, look, hey, I understand every day we're working on ourselves, no doubt. But at a certain point in life, I feel like you should give a fuck about you enough to have you down pat that can't nobody else tell you about you. Understand that. I may do shit people don't like, but can't nobody tell me about me. You can tell me about that. That's an action. You can't tell me about the person. You feel me? I know where my heart is at. I know where my intentions lie. Ancestors, spirits, however you want to chop this shit up, man, they know where my heart is. I fall back as humble as I can be and wait for my blessings. Don't mean I'm sitting around not doing shit. No, I keep myself busy. I ain't even want to be up. Look, my eyes red as shit, and it ain't because I'm high. I'm tired than a motherfucker, man. Feel me? Feel me? My whole week been filled up, and I'm be back on the road tomorrow because this is what I want to do. I don't want to sit around and wait to die because that's what it's like. And y'all motherfuckers is too young to be like, play this shit for them young boys, man. Let them young boys get this game. Find you one. Make them sit down and watch this real shit, yo. I don't want to sit around wondering. Damn sure ain't trying to give a fuck about what my girlfriend is doing at 17 and 18. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I can imagine being in that situation, trying to have a real relationship. You ain't even been out here in the world yet, but you trying to claim somebody and shit. You want to choke the life out of somebody and shit.
Oh, yeah, now with social media, too?
Right.
Ain't no way.
You want to be all up in her inbox telling niggas to fall back and shit.
Ain't no way.
Don't piss her off. Don't make her mad.
I'm so glad.
You might not make it to C19, you make her mad. I'm just saying, man, our young men deserve better. They deserve the opportunity to be men. And I just think it's sick that all over this country, I don't give a fuck what hood you from, nigga. It's the same shit. Motherfuckers promote hood politics. Understand this. The game ain't changed. It was here before I was born. So I don't understand who the fuck these niggas think they are and why they thinking they doing something different that ain't never been done before. My nigga, it was a game being played before I got here. If you fell back and you studied the game, then you should know I got to get the fuck up out of here. Period. There's no staying in the hood. Because just like being in high school, what's that, what, like 3 years? Well, 3 years for us. Y'all got like 4 years down here. 3 years of fame and glory, nigga, and then it's over? Come on, man. When motherfuckers go off to college and go into the military and go and get jobs, who the fuck is you? And I know it's niggas that just sit around like, yo, wait, the party ain't over.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all little niggas need to be focusing on growing the fuck up. Like, feel me. Becoming a man, being mature, fighting for your manhood, your respect, shouldn't be because you live in the hood. The hood ain't never gonna respect you, which means you gonna always be fighting. And eventually it's gonna kill you if you don't kill somebody else. This ain't no new shit. It was like that when I left. What the fuck? Understand the game that y'all playing, man. It is not designed for you to win. There. It's designed for you to take whatever skills that you good at, whatever natural gift and abilities that you have that was given to you. Take that shit somewhere else. Take that energy somewhere else. Invest in your motherfucking self. And I guarantee you, your ass should come out on top with whatever it is that you want to do. If you true to yourself, you'll survive all of this shit, man. And then you got this pandemic shit. They keep throwing shit at us, man. And I'm like, yo, first I had to get out the hood. Then I had to get around white people and blend in and shit. Now I got to deal with this motherfucking pandemic. It's like you don't get no rest. You don't get no rest. So there's no need to wild out. Shit, if anybody need to motherfucking wild out, it's the motherfuckers my age. It's the motherfucking senior citizens. Them motherfuckers deserve to wild the fuck out. All the shit that they done been through. You niggas ain't been through shit. Fuck you mean, man? Wonder why the fuck we looking at y'all sideways. Like, I know I just didn't climb over this motherfucking barbed wire fence to escape so this nigga could go run in front of a goddamn garbage truck and get killed. Come on, man. Be better than the motherfucking Crash Dummy, yo. This game was already written. It's already written, and all they need is dummies to show the fuck up. That's it. I understand getting money is addictive, but it's other ways to get money. If the pandemic ain't showed you that, nigga, you wasn't paying attention.
What? That is other ways.
It's other ways to get money. Niggas need to be applying themselves, man. Yo, like I said, I'm hot and I'm cold at the same goddamn time, man.
Hold up, though.
What?
So you had just jumped right in, and you know I didn't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But you know I wasn't done.
Break it. Hey, you got the floor. Give me a break.
I was just saying, are you finished? Because
I ain't never done.
Oh shit.
But you good though.
You know, speaking of black men and teaching our young boys things, and I just want to say that educating yourself, like there's nothing wrong with being smart. I don't know who started the whole "it's not cool to be smart" thing, but
they were saying that shit back when I was in school.
that is not cool to be smart.
It's that ignorant shit.
Yeah, but is it because somebody was like they weren't smart, so then they was like,
nah.
Fuck you because you ain't smart?
Once again,
Fuck you because you're smart.
Once again, when you got a lot of time on your hands, then you fuck with the people that's around you. If motherfuckers show up to school and you a D student, because you ain't putting forth the effort, or you may not be comprehending the work. But when you done, you fucking with people that are doing their way. It's just like, look at it, you know, the motherfucking class who always get done before everybody else. But they sit there and be the fuck quiet when they're done. They know how to act. They ain't fucking with other students and shit, disturbing other motherfuckers and shit. You know what I mean? Even though motherfuckers is probably trying to get an answer to out their ass. But you got people who had a shit together. Like the smartest motherfucker in my school ended up becoming a crackhead. I would have lost that bet. Feel me on this. Feel me on this. This boy was so fucking smart, man, that I had to befriend this nigga. I had to be this nigga friend. Nigga's a fucking genius. Like, and then he ends up being too goddamn smart, nigga, and went local and on that shit. And you couldn't have paid me to say that's how the fuck that story was gonna end.
That's crazy.
I want to punch the nigga in the face that introduced that nigga to crack. Cause you destroyed a beautiful motherfucking mind when you got him. And I don't know. He wasn't no street dude, but my city, you ain't gotta be no street dude for it to catch you. Wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
Fuck that shit.
That's just how it is.
People have to learn how to cope with things, though. I think they have to learn how to face the reality of things.
But
and
it has to be taught. It just don't happen. Think about it. If you in an abusive relationship for years, when you finally get free and get out of that, you're a scar. You still have those episodes.
trauma.
Yep, you still have those episodes with you. And if you don't put in the time to heal yourself, you are no good to nobody else because you're going to ruin the next motherfucking relationship.
Yeah,
And
that's any trauma. It don't have to be that. It could
Right.
be rape. It could be
right,
your mother left you. It could be your father died when you was a baby. It could be any kind
Right.
of trauma. It needs to be healed.
right.
Because hurt people hurt people.
That's what they
Isn't that
say. That's what they say. Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
And that's another thing. That's another thing.
What?
Hurt people do hurt people. Like I see a motherfucker intentionally throwing jabs, and I'll be like, yo, that shit don't faze me, nigga. You gonna be the one chasing your own motherfucking tail, dude. And I'ma still be standing right here when your ass run out of breath. Fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody playing them damn games, yo. It's only one way to do this shit, and it's right. Period. Right. Not wrong, not halfway, not sometimes, but motherfucking right.
Another good saying is work smarter, not harder.
I'm saying we talking about somebody created a game for us to play to keep us preoccupied so they could do shit and we ain't paying attention. And by the time we catch on, it's usually too motherfucking late. Okay. But everybody's not caught up in that. And brothers are studying. And my Caucasian brothers are learning the real knowledge of self as well. Feel me on that. And see, that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. And it goes above and beyond trying to fight for the black cause. It ain't about that bullshit, man. Like understanding the truth and wanting the truth to get out. It ain't so much as the white man that you need to be trying to convince. You need to be convincing these niggas who they are. That they more than just niggas. Fuck a Black Lives Matter and all that other bullshit. That's why I scoff at that shit, because it's a waste of fucking time. It's a fake ass cause for some fake ass shit, and ain't nobody the wiser. But somebody made some motherfucking money off that shit. And it ain't me. Fuck you talk about. I ain't making no money off of that shit. You ain't making no money off of that shit. So how the fuck is you fighting for a cause that ain't even fighting for you? I never understood that. That bandwagon jumping and shit, that dick riding shit is niggas make me sick with that bullshit. Now we got 50 million motherfucking challenges. Y'all bored. Y'all bored. I seen an old me challenge, a new me challenge, what I had on yesterday challenge, what I'm gonna wear tomorrow challenge. Like, come on, man. Don't nobody want to go get the fucking knowledge, man? Don't nobody want to get involved in this community shit? Oh yeah, and I heard they had a visual for the three brothers in Rock Hill, and salute Rock Hill for that. But I always stress, man, that's that after the fact shit. We gotta stop that shit. Just like a funeral. Motherfucker ain't seen nobody in 100 years let somebody die. My big cousin died, and I love this nigga. Big ass funeral. I ain't go. Because I don't like being around fake ass people and fake ass shit. So I ain't go. And everybody, why you ain't phone blowing up? Why you ain't at the funeral? Why you ain't, nigga? Because I don't want to be around y'all fake asses. Fuck you mean? Like, I don't even understand that bullshit. I can't do that. I know where the nigga buried at. When I want to go talk to him, I talk to him without y'all fake ass motherfuckers. Shit.
Lord.
But I explained to it.
Rest in peace to Big Cuz.
Right. I explained to his daughter. Everybody that needed to know understood why I ain't show up. Everybody else, they ain't none of your motherfucking business, man. I don't do that fake shit. Even niggas that claim they was his homies. Yeah, nigga, I know the story. I can't be around that. Why would I put myself in an emotional state around a whole bunch of motherfuckers that I would basically consider my enemies? Think about that for a minute. You don't want to come up to me giving me no fake ass hug, niggas. I ain't in here mourning for you, nigga. Yeah. Watching motherfuckers do the fake cries and screaming, and nigga, y'all wasn't doing that shit when the nigga was alive. I can't look.
That shit is
I can't do that fake shit, y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't for sale, homie. I get it out the mud.
That shit is wild. I've only been to one funeral where that has ever happened, and that was, you know, an old person told me that the people that make the most noise at the funeral is the ones who had the most damaged relationship with the person that was dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And speaking of, you know, rest in peace to Kobe, Bryant, everyone who passed away,
and Gigi,
and everyone else who passed away, even though they get more notoriety.
Hank Aaron.
Yes, we hadn't started then. I think we started in what, March?
Yeah.
We hadn't started then, so you know.
Now we did.
We started in January?
No, but we spoke. Hold up. I think we did.
I think we started filming. I thought we started filming in March.
I don't know.
No.
That pandemic shit happened in March. We was ahead of the curve. Like, if we did, it was like
so
the very.
Are we a year old?
Not yet.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna check the footage. Not yet. Yeah, I'm gonna check the footage to see, but we'll definitely celebrate that shit.
Either way, you know.
Ain't nobody in this bitch gonna have masks on, but we're gonna have a real rap talk party. So y'all better get at me. It's coming up soon. Rap talk party. Word up. I'm gonna get my man Q Rock the DJ.
Oh, you don't have a DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it is.
You die when you go to the club. They talking about you can't have your sneakers on, nigga. You can't get in my shit if you got a mask on.
You gonna have champagne?
Might have all the devices that you need to see Pluto.
So rest in peace to him. And you know, did you know Cicely Tyson?
Yeah, rest in peace, Cicely Tyson, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't she like 100 though?
92 or 98, one of them.
Yeah, she was in her 90s. So.
One of them.
Very iconic figure.
Definitely. She represented what a lot of strong black women would like to be. So I feel that. Like I said, we need more big mamas in the world, man. Y'all need to step y'all game up. Stop stressing everybody the fuck out. Weed is legal now. Stop stressing everybody the fuck out. Maybe a nigga won't drink and drive.
Maybe.
And get your communication skills together, man. We gotta stop arguing with each other. That shit is corny. Like, I don't look. In my 30s, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about, but I know dudes used to be like, yo, though I ain't arguing with no woman. Nigga, fuck that. Everybody getting it. I was on that everybody getting it before it was fashionable, right? And now I look back at that shit. A lot of wasted motherfucking energy, man. And I'm talking about through most of all of my 30s, yo. And I hope none of y'all brothers had to go through that shit. Feel me? All of that. Just to end up refined in the end. Could have been refined in my 30s. Who do I blame? Who I point the motherfucking finger at? Myself. I take that, but I'm better now. So you can heal.
And that's all that matters. matters is that you improve.
Exactly, but I'm trying to get people to understand, nigga. You don't know my story. People love to say that, but I promise you, niggas ain't, you don't know it like I did it, nigga. You not making it. Facts. So all that whining and crying and feeling sorry for yourself, man, fuck that shit. Live. Fucking live, man. Life is short, y'all.
Cicely Tyson was 96.
Okay. Live. And I advise you, don't bullshit. Live your best motherfucking life. Like Lou Duval told y'all, smile, nigga. Smile. Live your best life, man. Big Bass. Cat Anonymous.
Yeah.
Real Rap Talk Podcast,
We
man.
made it.
You dig?
Another one
Shit,
in
I
the
feel like I
bag.
made it. I'm about to pass the fuck out.
I swear.
Yo, we'll get back at y'all on Monday, man. 8 o'clock.
Monday. Wait, what's
Ho,
today?
ho,
Today
ho.
is Friday?
Ho.
What you mean, ho?
No.
What you mean, ho?
I think I got something booked. I don't know, but you'll know. If I put out a notification, we'll be back here, man. Peace.